Hey everybody, it's Shape. Now this video, if you're new here, watch the video, and if you like it, and if you're not subscribed, go down there, hit the subscribe button, turn the little bell to all, and you'll be notified every time I upload. And if you really enjoy the video, hit that hype button. I have no idea what it does, but it seems to help, so I appreciate anybody hitting that bad boy. Let's get in this video. Now, I wasn't even going to do a video on this particular like top 5 paranormal videos, but the first video had so many different camera angles and perspectives. I was like, man, this intrigues me. I wonder if I can debunk it. I can, but we'll get there. It's unique. It's a very unique perspective. But I do want to say I appreciate your guys' time. You know, a lot of YouTubers, they'll tell you hit that like button, subscribe, it's free. And monetarily, it is free. But it does cost you time. Time's more valuable than money. You can make more money, you can't make more time. So I really appreciate you guys. Let's get into the spookies. The first clip is a longer clip for one of these, top 5 paranormal, top 10, top 15s. It's actually got different camera angles, different perspectives, and that's why I made this whole video, because it's really intriguing. It's rare that you get to see something like that. Now, the camera quality isn't amazing, because some of it has a dude who's like looking at the security camera on his laptop at work at this hotel. And he's using his, I guess, phone camera to record the security camera, which that arguably makes it harder because he didn't download, the actual security camera footage, so it's harder to work with. But it's also, at the end of the day, it's the reason we can debunk the clip, because they slipped up. So when I say he slipped up, that means, now I can't say for certain that the girl who this whole thing started, because she's walking to a hotel room and she's frantic, saying somebody's following her. And we find out that if something or someone is following her, it's invisible. So that leads me to think that either she's lying and doing it for attention. She really thinks it's happening. It could be, I'm not diagnosing, but it could be a mental disorder. She could be on meds, I don't know. Or she could be undiagnosed and need to be put on meds. That's possible as well. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's possible. But to me, I don't know. We'll watch the clip and I'll elaborate further, because there's some serious overacting going on here. Like frantic. Could be, she could really feel that somebody's following her. But is she and the dude that runs the hotel, are they in it together? They could be. But I don't think so. But I know he manipulated footage. But let's go, let's get into it. This is Bizarre Bub.
In the following video, a woman named Aria is recording herself walking down a hallway inside a hotel, but something about her video seems off. As it turns out, Aria wasn't the only one inside this hallway. Someone who was acting very strange was right behind her. So, for her safety, she records this video. But little does she know that what she captures would leave many viewers completely spooked.
While taking this video, she captures this.
Okay.
Now it's important to note that Aria is safe, as she uploaded this video afterwards. She mentions that she immediately ran after hearing the person behind her start running. But this is where things start to get weird.
Because as many comments noted, there's something in her footage that makes this entire thing strange. And it's what she records at the start of her clip. Right when she pans the camera behind, if you slow the footage, you'll notice that no one is there.
Yeah, there's definitely nobody behind her. So you saw her footage, and she was really, really dramatic. Could have been that she really was scared and really thought somebody was following her. Now, if her and the hotel caretaker aren't in it together, as far as publicizing this stuff, bringing attention to it, then he debunked her, because he looked at the security footage and he said, no, there was nobody behind her. He shows her running down the hall, but nobody comes chasing her. So that either proves she lied or something invisible was chasing her. I don't know. But the caretaker himself is deceiving you with the footage. And how debunking works is, when I first saw what he's showing, I could tell what was going on. I automatically saw that it was deception, that the footage was manipulated. But sometimes, even though you can see that it's being manipulated, you don't have that smoking gun, so to speak. And I almost missed it. And when we get there, I'll show you how I almost missed it. But anyway, we're going to go to him, the hotel dude who decided to look into it because he saw her post on social media. I don't know if it's TikTok or whatever, but that's how he said it was brought to his attention. He works there, so he had the security stuff. Let's go.
Because according to a housekeeper who works at the same hotel Araya was staying at, something pretty creepy was caught on their security cameras when this happened.
Also, here's video of that girl that posted, and I'm gonna let y'all know now, it gets really weird.
I do want to point out that we never get to see her run into frame. Every time we get to see a clip of her running, she's all the way down to the intersection. We never get to see her run into the frame. Also, I sunk her handheld footage up with the hallway footage just for fun. I just thought you guys might like that. You're welcome.
Now keep in mind that this next video was posted by a housekeeper named Tony who came across Araya's video. He shared this video on his account to help explain hers.
But Tony's video is unsettling, to say the least.
I'm gonna let y'all know now, it gets really weird.
Come on, guys, what does this footage remind you of? Go ahead and think a second. Does Eliza Lamb footage ring a bell with you guys? Because that's exactly what this reminds me of. It's almost as if she knows there's a camera up there recording her. But yeah, nah, I'm not buying this stuff. You gotta admit though, just real quick, how the footage of this young lady in the elevator looks eerily similar to the whole Eliza Lamb. And I'm pretty sure anybody is aware of that elevator footage, where she's doing things that some people see as very strange and like she's being followed. They're eerily similar, but I just wanted to point that out.
This ain't even the craziest thing about that.
Elevator doors don't close when Araya is inside, but as soon as she steps out, they finally do. This is something that never happens, according to Tony, who's been riding this elevator for years.
Real quick, I just want to jump in here. I've been around elevators, and I've seen elevators do this exact thing and not close. You could say, oh, it's paranormal, but it's been my own personal experience that no, that happens sometimes. It just does.
Now, according to him, Araya had left the hotel without checking out. She was seen rushing out of the hotel lobby and into a vehicle from Uber.
But strangely enough, a few minutes after leaving, Tony notices something in the video that shakes him up. The following is what occurred after she left.
And y'all think that's crazy? Keep watching like right by that door right there, by that table. Keep watching right over by there. The whole time I'm thinking somebody following her. So we trying to go over the film and just keep watching. Look. My hand is shaking. Right there.
What is that?
What the heck? Bro, that's a rock from that table right there. Those are stones and those in bowls right there by that table. And that one of them stones just fell on the floor.
And there's no way that should happen because there's no wind in there.
I didn't see a string, but I turned the contrast up, and you can see the rock is sitting up there in that bucket at a pretty good spot to pull the string. This is the first time I got suspect of the hotel caretaker. Seeing that little rock fly out of that bowl that's on that table in the hallway into the floor. That, let's be real here, folks. Could it have happened naturally? Doubt it, but possible, I guess. I don't think so. I think it was manipulated. I think they probably tied a string or thread to it and just pulled it off the table. Easily done. But can I prove it? No. But that's okay. Because by the end of this clip, I will show you was indeed manipulated footage. Not this footage, but the most important footage.
It's even more strange that she left all her belongings behind. Now, Tony recorded this, but little did he know that in this video, something far more creepy would be seen inside.
You said what? It's like all my stuff is just left here. It's crazy. No, it's just ridiculous. What the heck is this doing in here? Yo, hold on, y'all. This is crazy.
For those unfamiliar with this metal object is a tool that's used to unlock doors from the other side. This is something that strangers often use to enter someone's room without a key.
It's amazing how the caretaker knows how to use this illegal device to open this door. It's almost as if he was to lock his hotel keys up in one of the rooms. He could use that to unlock it and get them.
Seeing this, the question is begged. Just what was this doing inside Arya's room? Could it be that someone had broken in? Or had she brought this herself? If it's actually the case that someone had entered inside, then her video makes sense now. Or at least partially. Not sure how to explain this. Tony rewatches the security footage from before. Maybe, as he believes, there might be someone who appears later in the video that could indicate she was being followed.
This is what he finds.
This is where I want you guys to lock in. Now, footage can be manipulated through any editing software, and it's the push of the button nowadays. It doesn't take some CGI wizard. It takes a couple of button pushes. And the reason I bring that up, I brought up masking. Everybody who's on my channel for a while knows what masking is and stuff like that. It's where static cameras, ones that aren't moving, can be manipulated with ease. You can take different timelines of any part of the video you want. You can record as long as you want, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, an hour, and you can overlay it over more security footage because it's the same camera angle. Does that make sense? If a shadow's on a wall and I don't want to record the whole video, I could just cut out the wall with the shadow, remove it, and overlay it on a different timeline or a different part of the video later on down the line, and it would look like it belongs there. But let's keep going.
Alright, y'all, so I went back and was looking at the video of that girl from the other day, right? Because I'm thinking maybe somebody must be following her because I found that thing in the bathroom. Like, you know, it makes sense that somebody's probably following her, because not just any person is going to have that tool. I mean, that tool is for getting inside of rooms.
Now, my eagle-eyed debunking viewers would have spotted in that last clip, but I'm not going to point it out yet. But you probably spotted it. But anyway, here comes the amazing footage we're about to see. I want you to pay attention. Put your little debunking hat on top of your head and focus. Because when you see it, you're going to be like, huh, something's off here. Let's take a look.
Somebody explain this to me. Somebody, like, please, somebody explain to me what the hell that just was.
Oh, you want somebody to explain it? Well, I'll do that with pleasure. See, what you did here, the wall shadow, you cut that wall out and just recorded the shadow part running across the wall, and you cut that part out and you overlaid it onto another timeline of a woman maid down the hall cleaning. And the reason you did that, I think you had a reason for that as well. Probably that way you could say for certain that it wasn't some mask of somebody running down the hall and you just cut it out. So you put the woman at the end of the hall and said, that's a perfect place to overlay the shadow going across the wall because the old lady's in the clip. So it makes the clip different. But anyway, what really caught my eye is throughout the whole video up until like near the end is every time you got to see the footage of the girl running down the hallway, she was always like 3/4 of the way down the hall when the footage picked up and started. And then she would run on further. We never got to see her run into the frame down the hall. And I was like, man, why do we not get to see that? But luckily, our faker left this clip in. And if you don't pay attention, you would miss it. Take a look. But the man slipped. Oh, did you see that? Let's look at that again. As he pans over, he just so happens to catch the footage that I needed, and that's the girl's shadow who was running. How do I know the wall shadow was cut out and then overlaid? Because the shadow doesn't go below this line right here. Take a look. You see that? It never goes below this termination line. Luckily, he slipped up. We can see the girl's shadow here. As you can see, her shadow goes up the floor and then up the wall. It goes across the floor and up the wall, right here. That's the girl's shadow who's running. And you can see it clearly as she runs down the hallway. That's her shadow. That's how I know it was cut out, because you can see here, there is no shadow on the floor, just on the wall, because it was cut out. And the part they cut out was just this wall here with the shadow, then overlaid. And that's why you can't see the shadow below this line right here. Need more proof? Well, here you go. There's her shadow compared to the ghost. Now, look very carefully. They are identical. Look at that. Now, tell me I'm just not that good, folks. Keep in mind, I don't have the raw footage to work with, but I can make the maid down at the end of the hall down there disappear. See this? She's gone, but there comes the shadow. How'd I do it? I think that deserves either a hype or a like on the video. What do you guys think? But yeah, this was definitely cut out and overlaid. The wall was cut out and overlaid, period. Like I said, they cut the wall out with the shadow running across it when the girl ran by, and that automatically cut her out of the clip as well. And then they simply took the wall itself with the shadow on it, and they overlaid it on another timeline, another piece of footage, which had the maid down at the end of the hall. It's easy to do, and I just showed you could do it, and I proved it. But see, all you got to do is that, and you'll never know. Now you probably see why it stood out like a sore thumb. The shadow, when it's running down the wall there, you notice that the shadow doesn't go across the floor. That's because the wall shadow part had been cropped out. That's why the shadow doesn't extend across the floor. Had it extended across the floor, well, his gig would have been up. He would have got busted right then and there. That's why the shadow looks weird. And it just blows my mind that people look at that and they're like, huh, wow, that's a shadow figure running down the hallway there. When static footage is so easily manipulated. But he left that clip in of that girl at the beginning of the hallway run. You don't get to see it very good, but you get to see it. That's her shadow. He cropped her out, just the way I said he did. He cropped her shadow out, he cut it out, and overlaid it when the housekeeper was down the hall to make it look like it was separate in a different timeline. But you can't outsmart me. Go ahead and clap. Hit that like button. Hit that hype button. We just hyped it up. Next clip.
The following video comes from a girl named Amy who writes that one night before going to bed, her little sister was freaking out because apparently she saw someone inside her bathroom.
Where?
And tall.
He's tall? Do you still see him? Is he still in there?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to show me where? In the shower? Okay. Are you sure you saw him?
I don't like it when the kids are involved in the paranormal clip themselves, and unfortunately the rest of the videos have kids in them. But this one, I'm like, well, kids have an imagination. But this kid told, I guess that's the mother, that she saw some big tall person in the bathroom. And she just turns the camera on. She wants to make sure she gets the kid telling her that. And why would you turn the camera on unless she told you that before? And then that's why you turn the camera on. That's a kid just overactive imagination, or she could have actually saw something. But I just feel like the parent is like just a little bit too nonchalant. If she's indeed worried that there might be a grown man in that dark bathroom.
Although no one is there, Amy's sister is shaken up. Understandably, even Amy herself was freaked out by this. There was no way she was making this up, as she knows her sister too well for that.
Fast forward to a couple nights later, and Amy records a video after seeing someone standing in her bathroom.
Now, just to clarify, both Amy and her sister share the same bedroom, which is why her sister is seen here. She was dead asleep when this happened, and thankfully so, because while recording this video, Amy gets this.
That literally fell from up there.
This lady is staging her video. It's not real. Why do I think that? Well, fire alarm falls from the ceiling. Okay, that can happen naturally without ghosts, or it could have been a ghost. She walks over to the alarm, turn the lights on, looks at it. Then when she's backing up, she's keeping the camera up, focused on the alarm, but she also raises it a bit to get her reflection. At the exact spot, the blanket flies up. Huh, that's pretty convenient. But if it was faked, the way you would make the blanket flop up, you would have to have somebody at the other end of the bed, opposite, pulling a string at the corner of the blanket, making it flop up. And she conveniently never turns the camera to that spot. I want you to pay attention. I'll do a voiceover showing you exactly what I'm talking about. The reason I know it's staged is the way she backs up. She keeps everything in frame perfectly. But you notice how she turns the camera toward where the blanket got pulled up from, but she doesn't show the other side to where somebody with a string would be standing to pull it up that way. We never get to see over here where the person would be. Whom was pulling a thread or a string in that direction?
On a Wednesday afternoon, a woman named Sandra records a video of a house where not too long ago, something horrifying took place.
Currently, no one lives in this house.
And the reason for this is because Sandra moved out of it. She was the one who used to live there, and no one else has moved in since her. But for good reason. Something isn't right with this place.
We are pulling up to my old house.
Pulling up to your old house?
No one lives here anymore. It's haunted.
But the reason she's now back is because only 2 nights ago, after just moving out, she got a strange notification from her security camera that's outside the house. She didn't know she had left it behind until receiving this notification, so she knew she had to pick it up. But after seeing what was recorded, there was no way she was coming back here alone at night. The following is what was caught on the security camera.
Now, I wasn't going to include this footage of their security camera because it literally shows a door opening by itself and nothing else. Now, one could argue that's a ghost, but that could also be a person in there just doing it themselves, and the camera couldn't show you because of the angle of the camera. But I felt that we needed to see it. That way you would have more context to the footage we're about to see. But yeah, I fast forwarded though because this was slow.
That's creepy. We should go check it out.
No. The door is wide open.
Sandra goes back with her nephew to retrieve it, but while heading back, this is captured.
In the last clip I was talking about having your camera conveniently where you need it. Now, this next clip here, I want you to pay attention to. I want you to pay attention to her movements and the paranormal that just so happens to happen. Let's take a look. You'll love it.
Lives here anymore. It's haunted.
She gets to the top of the steps and all of a sudden she slows down. And then you can see her pull the chair. The camera movement matched her pulling the chair. Look again. So yeah, the camera movements and the chair falling forward like it did, it leads me to believe that the lady holding the camera up pulled a magician string, whatever you want to call it, fishing line, herself. You know, it's that. Yeah, that's I think that's what happened. I didn't see the string, so I can't prove it, but you're not going to see the string if somebody does it right, and it's not that hard. I showed you in the past how to do it. Now, this next clip is amazing. Not because anything paranormal. The little girl in this clip, like I said, I wish they wouldn't use kids in clips. This girl is a legend, okay? Because she's got that sass when it comes to ghosts. And I just had to keep it. I was going to just skip over it completely, but no, this kid deserves to. It's amazing.
On August 2nd of 2025, an old home video was posted by a girl named Kayla, who happens to be the girl in this footage. Although taken many years ago when she was just 3 years old, this recording continues to linger in her mind. And it's not because she's fond of this memory, but rather disturbed by it. In the video, Kayla's aunt is recording young Kayla eating a bowl of soup. She's sitting at the table talking to her aunt when suddenly something catches her attention.
There's an apple! Look, an apple! Don't come in here. Okay? Stay in there. Stay in there in the library. Don't come in here. Okay?
Okay. I told you guys. Legend. This girl ain't taking no crap from a ghost. At all. Period. I just had to keep that in. It's amazing. But yeah, she does get scared eventually, but we never see anything. But I wanted to show that just because it's awesome. Next clip.
Now this next video takes place at a pool where a mother and daughter are hanging out. She was taking this video to show her sister the new lights that were just installed inside her pool. However, after seeing this video, they might not be swimming at night from here on out. They've been hesitant to swim when it's dark, and it's all because of what was caught in this clip. Now keep in mind that the mother who took this didn't realize what was captured until her sister saw the footage. It wasn't long after sending her the video that she received a text message back telling her to rewatch the video again, because little did she know, this was caught.
I just have to change the colors.
You might be able to do it on the phone.
Oh, that looks so cool. And they're above, too. Oh, that's so cool. That's lit.
That looks like a balloon of some kind to me. And the reason I say that is you can see through it. It's like, like a balloon. You can see light through a balloon. Let's examine it a bit closer. Comment below what you think, guys, but this looks like a balloon to me because you can see the light through whatever this is, and it's floating like it's filled with helium. But see that's a balloon. Come on now. That's a balloon or a cloth. It's a decoration probably for the pool. I definitely think it's a balloon, but you comment below what you think it is. And we'll have a discussion in the comment section just like we always do. Now, the next clip is probably the creepiest one. Well, yeah, it's probably the creepiest one just because old lady monsters and stuff kind of hit a phobia of mine. I don't know why, but this little kid in this clip is a legend as well. But when I watched the clip, I didn't think it was paranormal. I thought it was just the kid knows the spirit in this clip because the kid isn't scared. But anyway, do the clip.
Now, this next video was taken by a mother who was recording her son. What starts off as an innocent moment caught on camera turns into something deeply unnerving later. The following is the mother's video.
Had the kid not known who that was, then it would be horrifying. I would have been out of there. But our kid ain't that scared. In fact, he climbs the couch and looks toward the so-called ghost monster. As you can tell, he probably knows who it is. Now, don't get me wrong, that does look creepy, but that's probably the aunt or maybe grandma or a friend a babysitter. It could be any of those things. Is it creepy? Yeah, it's creepy, but you can tell to me that the kid knows who that is. And whoever posted this video saying it's a ghost, that's probably the sister, the aunt, or somebody in that room just playing with the kid. Kid doesn't seem legitimately like terrified or scared, especially a kid that age. If he saw a ghost monster crawling around, probably would scream or cry or something. But no, this kid's either extremely brave or the kid knows exactly who that is in that room. So yeah, comment below what your thoughts on these clips are. Let's have a discussion down there. Appreciate you guys a whole bunch, I really do. Couldn't do this without you, each and every one of you. Don't think I overlook you, and don't think I take you for granted. I truly appreciate you. From the heart, love you guys bunches. Join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook. Love you guys, appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.